Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Chris, and yes, I know what you're here for, to see if the gift of gold can keep on giving. So today was actually a down day in the market. Suffered some losses, nothing crazy, but interesting day. But again, I had already made arrangements at the coin shop to go in and make a purchase for another one of these guys. But to my shock, when I asked for it, they said, uh-oh, we sold it. So I was like, wait a second. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's not anything irreplaceable, but I was somewhat caught off guard. So I wanted to just run in there and grab it. But that being said, again, I mean, when you look at the new maples, there's a lot of value there. You can see it. It's a nice looking coin. A lot of detail on it. And the gold really pops, even compared to, like, the quarter ounce. I mean, the quarter ounce, when you really look at it kind of starts to look like a tenth. It starts to look like these guys over here. Actually, between the quarter and the tenth, I feel like even the tenth has a little bit more detail, has a little bit more to it than the quarter. It could be, I don't know, it could just be the way that I'm seeing it, but they're both nice. But anyway, that kind of threw me for a loop, because I was like, hey, where's my maple? But again, I'm pretty committed to changing that fiat into actual money as soon as I get it. It's kind of exciting, also kind of draining, because I feel like getting to the coin shop and really finding out what is it that I want is kind of it's an experience every time. But so when they told me that they didn't have the maple, there were already two guys in there asking for St. Gaudens coins, gold coins, and the guy was telling them like how much they cost. Apparently they cost around 2,000 depending on the grade, but even the grades that they were talking about were nothing amazing. And so they started having their transaction. I was looking at the selection, still a lot of these guys sitting there, and a bunch of the 10th Eagles, these guys over here. Again, the Eagle, I mean, that 22 karat, 22 karat, it's pretty nice. I mean, you start to get a nice feel for it after you see it next to the yellow gold. Although in the full ounce coins, I'd go for probably like the maple, the full 24 karat. Now that being said, here is the newest addition to the stack, 1 ounce Krugerrand, 1978. So the funny story about this is when I walked in to get this guy, or actually to get my maple, and they didn't have it, I was like, great, I'm gonna end up walking out with nothing, because I wasn't sure if I wanted more of the quarter ounces to add to the stack. But he showed me some random gold coins, like a tube of some European gold coin, and I was like, I don't know. And then he's got like, well, I have some Krugerrands, and I was like, okay. So he brought up the Krugerrands, and I had thought about Krugerrands before because it's definitely something different. My only concern with the Krugerrand is, as far as to my knowledge, it's the cheaper of the gold coins, like as far as the spot, the premium on it. So I was like, okay, it better be a good deal. So he gave me that 1 ounce for $18.50. So that's a pretty good deal. That's not bad at all. So I'm pretty happy about that. But that being said, when he brought it out, he brought out 10, and he's just like, here. And I was like, I assumed he was like, go ahead and pick whichever one you want. So I was looking at him, that kind of thing. And then, I had one in my hand, and he's like, oh, you're only taking one? He's like, I thought you wanted 10. And I was like, oh, no. Just, I want 10. I'm not going to pay for 10. If you're doing a 10 for 1 deal, by all means, I'll take it off your hands. But, yeah, the Krugerrand, when you really see them, like I said, like, it's a distinct difference. The maple, especially the new one, because of the security feature, blah, blah, blah. And look at that, like, look at the detail on the design. It's a classic design, but I really feel like when you look at the maple leaf, I mean, they really did a good job. The Krugerrand obviously is much more basic. Looks like a stamped coin. Does it have the rated edge? It does. Yeah. So interesting coin, but pretty cool because it's a 78. So, you know, I mean, this guy's been around who knows how many different people's hands, and that rose gold look to it is very unique. So I'm pretty happy about getting the Krugerrand. I mean, ideally I would have gotten the maple that I wanted, but that's not a bad substitute. Like they say, you know, any day that you can add gold to your stack is a good day. And I think it's starting to weigh on me, like with the 1 ounce coins, just how much value is stored, you know, in a small area, even with gold in particular, like in general. I mean, you think about it, and there's what, close to $8,000 of gold right here, something like that. So I mean, and I mean, you can carry this around in your hand, no problem. Throw it in your pocket. So versus silver, you know what I mean? We saw the price spikes of the last few days, or at least the glitch, quote unquote, and we saw a spot fall again into the 23s. Who knows where that goes? And that's why I said, like, I really feel like dollar for dollar right now, gold is where it's at. Ideally, tomorrow's just, you know, a big market rally, and especially in the positions that I'm holding. But I think towards the end of the week, I'm gonna start tapering it back and look to only make maybe like $1,000 or $2,000 a day. And that sounds so greedy, right? Only make $1,000 or $2,000 a day. Well, compared to what I'm making currently, like it's a significant downgrade. But the market's unpredictable, and I really do get the feeling that, you know, kind of gotta take some chips off the table. You know, you only get lucky so much, and the fact that I've been able to again put into actual, you know, monetary money versus fiat currency, about $8,000 in a week, a little over a week. Let's call it 2 weeks at this point. That's pretty good. I mean, anybody's got to be pretty happy about that. So we'll see where it goes from here. And like I said, yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a good week for the rest of the week for the market, and I'll have more to show. But if I do end up purchasing more, I think what I'm going to do is just buy a 1 ounce of gold in the maples, and probably just try to fill out a tube, so that way I can have a full tube with a 1/4 ounce. That wouldn't be a bad proposition, throwing that around. But we'll see. Gotta knock on wood, because I hope you know, it's lucky. I got some other stuff going on with work. Work's good. The people there are top notch. Everybody's really nice, and it makes me happy to see, like, you know, be around a team that's very positive. Where I came from, great crew. The actual crew itself that I worked with was great. My peers a little bit more cynical, that's fine. I mean, our industry in general is kind of cynical in a funny way, but everything is going good for me, and I'm happy. But I feel like I'm starting to get a little tired from so much exuberance. So I'm trying to tamp it down a little bit, and just be a little bit more thankful, a little bit more humble for the next few days, so that way I can kind of reset. We'll see. Hopefully it's all positive. But I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you soon. Take care.